I am not sponsored. I repeat, I am not sponsored.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my first ever first impressions video. I just realised how weird that sounded. First ever first impressions video. Cool. Okay, so basically you're going to be trying out the Bobbi Brown stick foundation. I've heard so many good things about it and I love watching first impression videos, especially Judy time. I love you, Judy time. So I'm going to show you my first impression, what I think of it, and just tell you my experience really. So my nearest shopping centre is Brent Cross, and if you see me please come say hi. And basically I went to the shopping centre, I went to the Bobbi Brown counter, I think it's in Phoenix or John Lewis, not quite sure, went there anyway, and basically I think the lady was a trainee because, yeah, I'll tell you one in a minute. So we went there and well, I said could I please try on the Bobbi Brown foundation as in put a skin match on me. And well, she asked if I had any makeup on. I said no, and then she proceeded to look for my shade, and then she sort of, I think she put moisturiser, I'm not sure if she did. She cleaned my face, I think she put moisturiser or primer, either one, but I would prefer both because I'm quite picky, but yeah, fair enough. And then she then proceeded to put 3 different shades and asked me which one I thought, and I picked a shade that I thought was my shade. If I wanted to have it all over my face, just half my face, but on that day I really wanted to let my skin breathe, so I said no, could you just put it in half my face, and she did, and it looked okay. I mean, I wasn't really sold from it at that point because I had just got a NARS foundation, the All Day Luminous NARS foundation, which I absolutely love. And so because I just saw that All Day Luminous, and I was trying on the Bobbi Brown, it just looked really different in comparison, but I got it anyway because I thought, well, maybe it's just me being picky. If I go home, maybe I'd like it. I had gone to Brent Cross to get Bobbi Brown anyway, but one thing that really put me off was that my mum's a slightly darker shade than me. It's different because I'm not wearing any makeup and you're wearing makeup, but I wanted to show you how much lighter. I'm about 1 shade lighter than my mum. Yeah. Yeah, so you see that my mum is 1 shade darker than me. So the lady tried on foundations on my mum because my mum saw me putting on foundation and she goes, oh, I'd like to try it as well. Fair enough. So the lady tried it on my mum and ended up picking the exact same shade foundation on my mum for me. And I was just like, that's not right because we're obviously 2 shades. We've never ever been the same shade. She's always a bit darker than me. I'm always 1 shade lighter. Like either her foundation would be too light or my foundation would be too dark. So what we did was that we just got 1 foundation of the colour that she thought, the lady thought would look good on both my mum and I. We got 1 so that we can both take it home, try it on and see which one looked good on either her or me, and we can either get a lighter shade or darker shade when we go back next time. Does that make any sense? So just to try it on, I'm just going to add a bit of moisturiser. I'm just going to use my simple, just a simple, is it Kind to Skin? Kind to Skin purifying skin thingy thing. Then I'm gonna use my MAC Natural Radiance Prep and Prime, and I'm actually thinking of switching to NARS because when I went to the NARS counter, the lady sold me on the foundation, she sold me on the primer and everything that she used, so I might just go back and just buy the whole station. So this is the foundation, that's what it looks like when you take it out, and that's the stick. I'm just going to put this on my face. So apparently it's medium to full coverage, and this already looks a bit orange on me, but we'll see. I need to do my eyebrows. Unless I put too much. So I was going to use a buffing brush, but then I always use my beauty blender, so I'm just going to use that. I'm going to use my normal foundation routine basically. I'm gonna go do my whole face of makeup and be back with you in a couple of seconds. I just finished doing my makeup and I actually had lunch, so this has been on my face for about 40 minutes now, and so far what I've noticed is that it's not, although it's medium to full coverage, you have to build the coverage, and I think on the camera it looks really HD and it looks really quite glowy, but in person it doesn't necessarily look like that. It looks a bit more I don't want to say the word grainy, but you can see my skin. And some people like that. Some people like a natural looking foundation where it doesn't necessarily look like you have foundation. It looks like you have foundation, but like you have a nice glowy foundation. For me, when I wear foundation, I want to have something that covers all my imperfections. And I think that this one, I don't know, this one doesn't really cover everything, and I'd have to keep applying it. And although it doesn't look cakey, it feels sort of heavy, and so I know that if I keep applying foundation, it would feel heavier on my face. It may not look heavier, but it would feel heavier. What I think is that if you are looking for a foundation that gives you a nice coverage, not too much airbrushed coverage, and still sort of looks like your skin, this is probably definitely the foundation for you. As for me, I think I would wear this to uni, or when I don't really want to wear makeup or really want to go full on makeup. But at the same time, is it foundation that would be a staple? At the moment, not really, but I'll come back to you guys in like towards the end of today. So I'm gonna go out now. Right, so I also didn't put any powder on my face. So this, the only powder I have on my face is under my eyes, my forehead and my chin. The rest of my face has no powder. All it has is some bronzer and some blush, and that's it. So I'm just going to see how long that lasts on my face. I'm going to go out now for the rest of today, and I'll come back to you in the evening, tell you how that holds up, how I thought about it. Maybe what I think of the foundation would change. Maybe I'll absolutely love it. Maybe, you know, I'd be not quite sure about it. But at the moment, I'm not quite sure about it. I'll catch you later. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. So just a quick thing. I was just taking some selfies, as I always do, for Instagram. And I just realised that this makes my skin look bomb. Let's just take a moment and appreciate. Okay, I think my whole idea has changed now. So although in person I may look different, on Instagram or YouTube or any other social media camera like thing, I'll insert a picture. This makes my makeup look bomb as hell. So maybe I'll actually find a new fan love for this. I'll catch you guys later. So I just got home, and this is sort of a midway point, I would say, and I've been gone for about 2 hours, and I have to admit this foundation is growing on me. I feel like it doesn't feel so cakey anymore. I don't know why. When I put it on, it felt really cakey, but the more I wear it, the more I've gone throughout the day, I don't really feel it on my face anymore. And I feel like it's almost gotten smoother, as in it almost looks blurred on my face, as in a good way, as if it looks almost airbrushed on my face. So it makes me look really glowy, because I think it has more of a matte finish, but also a glowy finish. And I've tried the NARS All Day Luminous, and I thought that would leave, oh my god, English, and I thought that would leave a more glowy finish, but this one, the Bobbi Brown, leaves a wonderful finish on my face. It doesn't make me look cakey, it doesn't make me look like I have too much makeup on, but at the same time it does give a lovely radiant glow that I'm currently really liking. Not only is it photogenic, as in photographic, or when you take a picture you look really nice, it also just makes you physically look good. So when I first put it on, I think it sort of had to bake, it sort of had to sink into my skin to start working, because now I can definitely see a massive change from then and now, and it feels so much better, and it's staying on my face. Like I don't really touch my face that much, but I have done like that or like that, and it's still stayed on flawlessly, bearing in mind I have not put any powder whatsoever. So at the moment I'm secretly loving this. It might be my new foundation, but I'll do a final review in the evening once I've had it for obviously a much longer time, and I'll tell you how it stayed on, if it's smudged, and then just my final thoughts of it. So yeah, this is my final review of the Bobbi Brown foundation, and I think I'm in love with it. I think it lasted a long time. I think it's very photogenic. I think it gives a flawless finish. It looks almost airbrushed. It's almost as if the longer you have it, the more it looks good, which is great, because throughout the day, what you don't want to start to lose your foundation. In this case, you just make your foundation better. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I'll definitely be using it again. At the beginning, I did say that my mum and I got the same shade. And tomorrow what I'm going to do is she's going to try on the exact same shade, and we're going to see if it looks good on her. Might be that it does, and that this foundation just really blends into multiple skin tones, but we'll see. But I know on me it definitely is perfect. When I first put it on, it looked a bit orange. Now it definitely doesn't look orange. I can tell that there's more of a yellow undertone, and more of a golden yellow undertone, because my face is very glowy. It's also not red, it's also not runny, and it's also, the lady told me that it was water resistant, so not waterproof, well, like if you sweat. And you know what, it is. Nothing has changed. I've sweated a bit today. I know some of my eyes, they run because in the weather sometimes my eyes get really runny. Nothing has affected it. My hands have touched my face, nothing has come off. You know what, it's a long lasting foundation, and medium to full coverage is the best thing, like as the perfect definition of this foundation. You can definitely add a lot more to give you the coverage, but I actually didn't add, okay, well, I don't think I added as much, and the coverage is already amazing. I don't feel like I have foundation on, and I think all in all, it's pretty good foundation. And I take back everything I said this morning, because it's really, really good on my skin. It looks really good, it looks really flawless. It makes my skin look healthy, like I have really healthy skin. I would say if you have quite bad, not acne, because I'm not one to talk about acne because I've never had acne, but maybe if you have some patches on your skin that you don't want people to see, you know, I think this is a good foundation because it makes your skin look really healthy and really glowy. God knows my skin looked terrible this morning, but I don't know, I'm really blown away, because I came in this thinking I'm gonna hate this foundation, but I absolutely love it, and this is something I would definitely recommend. The price of, I think, about £32. I'm not quite sure. I'll put that in the description box so you can know, but I think it was quite a reasonable price for a high-end foundation. Obviously, if you're going to use something like the L'Oreal True Match, which is about £10, £9, I'm not quite sure, that's obviously massively different to the Bobbi Brown. But again, Bobbi Brown has so many features within it that's going to last longer. A lot of your drugstore, I love drugstore, I started with drugstore, I still use drugstore. L'Oreal True Match is obviously a staple for me. With drugstore, one thing I have noticed is that it does fade throughout the day. You'd have to top up your foundation, and God knows no one really likes doing that. With drugstore, although there are some really good ones, you wouldn't necessarily get the quality of the Bobbi Brown. And I think the Bobbi Brown, all in all, is just a really, really good foundation. And I think it's something I would invest in. And item number one when it comes to saving up. And I save up for a lot of my things, and I would say Bobbi Brown is something that if you can afford, I would say to save up for, because I think it's long lasting. The stick is very portable, which I love. You can stick it in your bag, go anywhere. It's not like a massive cream that can pour out. You're not afraid of anything like that. It's just a stick foundation you can take anywhere with you. I think it will be really good for the heat as well, because I know I have a lot of Nigerian subscribers, and God knows in Nigeria we always sweat. So that is water resistant, so that would not be affected. But yes, all in all, I love this foundation. I would definitely recommend it. What else can I say? I would say before you do buy it, go to the counter in Bobbi Brown. Let them get your shade. Let them tell you all you need to do. Answer all your questions. But yeah, I really like it. I'm blown away. Anyway, I'll catch you later, guys. Hope you like this. Bye.